All right, everybody, we back. NFL Week 4 and a big NFC East divisional game. We have our Commanders versus Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Our first test on the NFC side. Buffalo put that thing on us last week, and like I said, we could kind of let that slide a little bit. But when you get into these divisional games, these games that matter, we really got to take advantage of these games. We really got to take advantage. These are the tough games. These are the games that you have to win in your division in order to either win the division or make a playoff push late in the year, and they can start counting these divisional games. So we got the Eagles. First game, we got the Eagles in Philly. Don't forget, we split with the Eagles last year. We kind of like beat them. The Eagles was undefeated, right? When we beat them. And they was
Yeah,
a
he
little
was
up.
undefeated. The thing of it though was what's the name just coming back from injury. I think maybe it's his second game when he
Right.
came back from injury. So hey, we beat him, but I hate to, it's always something that always happens is on his second game back. So I think he just came back, so he's just working his way back in. But we beat him. We
Yeah, we
ran
beat
like
them.
40 times.
Yeah, we beat them. We beat them down, and they was a little bit upset with that. There's a little bit. I can still remember somewhere all the trash talk that was going on back and forth after the game. And Philadelphia head coach, it seemed like he had an attitude about us beating them. And I can remember that. And that's going to be one of the main factors that lead them into this game, because they're going to try to bring up how we beat them last year and knock their undefeated season off the record book. So it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be a game that worries me, but the Commander should try to have a standing chance, and they're going to have to rely on some of the keys. And some of the keys to try to win is going to be get the ball out of Sam Howell's hands and run the football. But it's just gonna be a rough game, and we just gonna see how it go. I got my buddy here, Mad Morman, gonna join me again, and we're gonna break this down: the Commanders versus the Eagles in Philly, and we're gonna see what we can do to win. And Mad Morman, what you think? What you think? How you think we gonna match up
Oh
against
no!
the
Look,
Eagles?
so first of all, let's talk about by enemy. I'm I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what's going on with him. I listened to his press conference on Thursday, and I'm trying to think like, is he going to change up or what he going to do? Because he kept saying we passed, we ran. Whether we passed good or run good. It just wasn't good enough. Like I wanted him to say more so like, we're gonna have a balance. He never really got into that, and I don't know what he got game plan. If his game plan is to drop back 30 times again, we're gonna be shit out of luck right off the top of the break. I mean, there's no way that you can do that 2 games in a where actually we done did it. This is gonna make it 4 games in a row, whatever game it is, and continue to drop back, knowing that Sam holds the ball too long, and he doing 7-step drops and off the line weak, and it's just and don't come with a balanced offense. So we gonna lose terrible. I mean, we keep crying about the defense, but damn, can the offense do something right for a change and help them out with something? Let them get a lead so they can start letting the dogs loose. I mean, we can't keep falling behind. So from what I got from by enemy, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe he want to try and give up any information, like we're gonna run it. I don't know. But they come out with that bullshit of running, dropping back, and letting Sam hold the ball. It's gonna be an ugly day. I'm looking for a disaster. I was saying 24-14, but it can be worse if we do that. We got to run the ball. It's no. I mean, he'd be stupid. I would probably if I would do something. He would make me do something erratic as an owner if I didn't see some change up. Even if I didn't know about football, I would fire his ass the next day. I'm just it's just pathetic. Like he seemed to be arrogant to me. he took the blame, but I just don't. I just feel like he just. Oh, and the biggest thing that I did not know. Did you know you looked at the conference? Did you look at it?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
The biggest thing was he's talking about he didn't know that Sam got sacked that many times. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that either. I
I
couldn't
couldn't believe it. I
believe.
said, "What?" I mean, that sounds like Vieira. Like, what the fuck? This shit is. We can't have two coaches doing stupid shit. That was the dumbest comment I ever. I was like, first of all, you shouldn't go up into the conference. I mean, into the press room, not knowing a little bit of the stats. Like, how the fuck you don't know your quarterback got sacked that many times? You the offensive coordinator. That shit puzzled me. If he really didn't know, I can't fuck with him as a coach. I'm sorry. This shit just blew me. When he said that shit, I was like, this is ridiculous. How the fuck you ain't know? I'm hoping he
But
playing.
you,
This shit
you
fucked
know,
me up.
but that's the same thing. Like, remember last year, Ron Rivera said he didn't know if we lost to Cleveland, we'll be out of the playoffs. That's something similar to what Ron said
That's
last
why I
year.
don't know. Like, did Ron tell him to say that shit? Like, I mean, what the fuck
It,
kind
it
of
was
shit is that?
it was it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that these guys don't know. It's ridiculous. Maybe the offensive line coach knew, and then he was trying to duck and hide, and he didn't want to pass it on. But and you brought that up, the 9 sacks, man. When you look at it, when you go back and you watch the game, you think about the game. Was it pass protection or was it Sam Howell holding the ball? Well, I mean, what do you think?
I really don't know, man. I looked at it. I mean, I know half of it is Sam, and then I was looking at one thing that they were saying that he got at least 3 to 4 seconds on majority of the time. So if he got this is what I understand about when they talk about our offensive line. If you could say that he most of the time had most of the time to me mean about 50-50, a little bit over 50-50 of the
Uh-huh.
time that he had 3 to 4 seconds, then how do you call our offensive line weak?
Well,
I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
but it,
figure it out.
but
You
but
call
it,
on we got weak links, but shit, Dallas had top dogs all the time, and I mean, Dallas gave up sacks last, but they got a good offensive line. I mean, stop. People put too much into emphasis of talking about what your weaknesses are, but then you go back and say some dumb shit like that. The shit is just like really to me. NFL is game to game. You're gonna have your line gonna get confused and not block on certain guys. I mean, you're gonna have those issues where you got a good offensive line or a bad offensive line. You know what I mean? So I just think the term you got a soft offensive line or your offensive line is a weak link, it's kind of almost overrated because I think you can say that of just about anybody line. I mean, our line is weak, yeah, but I think we just use it. What we're doing and trying to do this year with a young quarterback, we're not running the right plays. We're not. We got a 7 drop step system. He's dropping back. Look, it takes a lot to drop back 7 steps, and then give you 3 to 4 seconds. So I mean, that's pretty damn good to me. Now it is some place we have total breakdowns, and that's where our problem is. We have total breakdowns, or Wiley let somebody go on the other side, or Leno, or it's just we can't have that. How can they correct that? Why do we have so many breakdowns? That the reason why they can consider us weak? But I mean, I see that with every team. I look at games, and I'm looking at a lot of weak offensive line. If you want to say that to me, shit.
yeah, but when you think about the whole offense, we think about the whole offense, the line the line is doing their part far as giving him enough time to get rid of the ball. The problem, I believe, is he's looking at his first read and then he's not going through his transgression as far as his second, third, or hitting somebody in the flat. And that is what allowing the sacks. When they got into the fourth quarter last week, it almost like he looked at his first and then gave up and got sacked. So I don't necessarily want to look at it far as like, okay, it's an offensive line problem. I know beginning of the year, Leno had gave up he was beat off the line of scrimmage and just gave up the sacks against Arizona. But far as overall, just our guys just getting beat straight up, I'm not quite sure they are just getting beat straight up. I don't want to blame everything on Sam Howell, but he has a tendency of not getting rid of the ball. So you either get the ball out in the flat, hit the tight end quickly, or you get out the pocket and run. And he just seemed like he just don't want to do none of those things. He just
his pocket
curl up.
awareness is suck.
Yeah,
His pocket
it's bad.
awareness suck. It's bad. It's like he has no, like that one, he had that good run and he broke out, but it was like so late, dude. You should have been gone. He
Should have
should
been
have
gone.
been broke out. He waited, did a little sprint, finally got out there and started running. I was like, damn, you should have been there. This whip was you waiting on. It was over 3 seconds, dude. Like, I don't understand. I'm lost with the kid. It's like, you've been playing these kids, man. Look, just coming up from just bringing my son up, man. He not even at this level yet, or even get there. But you've been playing football and taught a certain way for a long time, and it's like for you and most quarterbacks been quarterbacks since they were kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they've been quarterback for a while. It's like, how you don't have no type of pocket presence at all? I don't even see it. He get in there, he be waiting, and just sit there. Like, come on, dude, get the fuck. You've been waiting too long. Where's your clock? He don't have one.
He don't have one, and I think
and
his
not
confidence.
Developing. Where is it at?
I think his confidence was a little shattered also in that fourth quarter because he threw the 4 interceptions, and then it was almost like, okay, the white flag, and you know, I don't even want to take a chance of throwing the ball. He reminded me, he got shell shocked. He got shell shocked, but he needed those games as well to get shell shocked so he could learn.
But is it going to grow? I understand that, but it's just so, man, we haven't seen a quarterback develop. You're always getting a veteran. We always get some old clown from somewhere. We actually never have started a whistle-name quarterback since RG3. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me to see this, it's so hard to, you know, like, it don't look like he can develop it. It's like, I can't see it.
But when you think about it, I
just can't see it. I see he a good passer, but it's just something about that pocket presence, man. He do not move. He just stand there.
But think about it. But think about the year he lost last year, where we could have been playing him last year and letting them get some experience, and we could have already been over some of these hurdles about him trying to learn or getting the ball out in the flat or throwing over to the tight end. And because, you know, when you think about our receivers, you know, and for some of the people, you can see the stats at the bottom. We got McLaurin only has 13 catches, 126 yards. Wow, that's not a big. That's only 3 games. He got 13. Carson has 10 catches, 83. Samuels has 10 catches. Man, he not getting the ball out there to the playmakers. He not getting the ball out there to them guys. He not getting it out there. And it's to me, I don't want to say it's worrisome, but I'm worried because our best players are not getting the ball. Yeah. Our playmakers not getting the ball. Robinson got 47 carries, 216 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a pop.
And that goes to show he ain't got no balance.
Nah, we're a little bit off track.
Off track,
and they're not getting the ball in our playmaker hands, and it's kind of easy just put everything on Sam Howell, and I don't want to do that. But the enemy has fault in it. The Ron Rivera has fault in it. A lot of different people has fault in it when it comes down to the offense being good or the offense moving the football. And I just think that we need to. And I remember seeing something they were talking about the guy from last year. The enemy is actually a little bit worse than the guy from last year, Noah Turner's son. So that was kind of surprising that statistically the offense is a little worse.
We had a 3-point game, and that brought the average all the way down. So you can't really look at those numbers. We had, we averaged 2 high averages, and then you got a 0. Then or a 3, it can definitely go down. But I say at the end of the day, you supposed to, got to analyze that based on by the end of the at the end of the year. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it to the end of the year. But you got to look at our first 2 games. This is where they should have knew it was a problem. anytime you drop back, we drop back the 2 games, maybe 60 sometimes, and he didn't even get 300 yards. Neither game.
Yeah.
299 in the second game.
Right.
You know something wrong. You drop back that many times. What the fuck kind of passes you throw? I don't know. What is this? So, you look at that alone right there is like, wow, you throw 33 times, you expecting to be over 300, So what kind of passes we throwing? We ain't got no deep shit going. We probably can. I think the best pass he probably threw was the one that he threw to McLaren across what was that, like a post route or something, when he caught that in the end zone. But other than that, man, and the one that he threw on the sideline to the tight end, the Bates. But I mean, it's just like he's not bringing 300 yards passing, but he's throwing a whole lot. That goes to show you need to run something. You got to do that. That's your answer right there alone, showing like, hey, damn, I got to run the ball or something.
Yeah,
I got
like
to
you
open it
said,
up more.
yeah, and Robson only had 47 attempts, and Antonio Gibson had
3
7.
games.
Yeah, he had 7 attempts. Antonio Gibson only had 7 attempts.
See, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. 47 attempts, 3 games. That's about 20, not even 20 carries a game, man. So I think that's it's no way you go win a football game and not running at least 20 times. And that's between 2 backs. Last week it was only 14 carries between 2 backs. That's terrible.
Terrible.
Come on, Bama. Come on. You gotta wake the fuck up. I mean, I'm just disappointed. This Bama used to be a running back. All right, the league is passing now. Stop saying this shit. It's win now. It ain't got to do that with all the passing. Win how you supposed to win. This is what you said you was gonna come in and do. You're gonna win any way means necessary. So stop all the bullshit. Help the kid out. You're not fucking doing it. They're not doing it. If they don't help them out Sunday, we're gonna get fucking blown out again. But do you keep relying on this fucking defense?
Right, and that was a question I was just about to bring up about the defense.
Nobody ain't got a Baltimore defense back in the day where they can score 3 points. That was the only defense that probably was the average offense was where their offense was worse than average. But that was the only, that shit ain't happening no more because of the rules and the regulations and and the way they allow you to play defense now. It ain't all you can, back then it was a little bit more grindy. You can do a little bit more touching and all that. Now you can't do that. So there's no way in the fucking world that you're going to have a defense, a good defense, and a fucked up offense like that and win some games. There's no way in the world. It's not going to happen. Now, and we're not going to peak. We're not going to peak. That's why that was holding us back to peaking. Our players can't peak because of our offense.
When you're talking about defensively, do you think our defense can stop or try or slow down Philadelphia offense?
Yeah, I mean, it's a divisional game. We always play hard against our division. I think we can. I just want, what I need our defensive coordinator to do. I didn't listen to his. I should have listened to him because I know they had some questions because people still blaming the defense. So I know the reporters had some questions, but I should have listened to it. But I need him to do something different. That's the only thing I hate about and we play too much zone. We ate that zone up. Diggs was all in that zone. What was they doing? I don't understand. That's what I didn't like. Like when when he was scrambling, it looked like they was in the zone. And then what's up with Forbes that can't catch up with the ball when it's in the air? Where's his speed?
He was beat.
That joint that he was like, dude, it was like he was there, but where's your burst? You don't have no burst. That's bad.
He was beat. He was beat off the line of scrimmage and couldn't catch up.
I don't understand. I'm kind of lost with that. But the ball hung so fucking long when he threw it, and then they run it to the sideline. Where was your burst? I need a corner with burst, man. And it's because your burst, I'd rather have a burst because once you're there, you need that burst to jump. Where is your burst? You got the length, you got the height. Where's your burst? I don't know what's going on, and I get on my son about that because he like to play real soft and he's like, well, that's what that is a zone. I said, but still, if you ain't got nobody else around you, you can still be right up there on that person's back. If you don't have everybody else went deep, another man went that way, and he the only man. Why is you giving him a cushion? You don't have no help at that point. Now it's man to man. But he gives that cushion to run at the last minute. No, I want the quarterback to look and know that you don't even throw a hit.
But when you talk about our defensive backs, and let's go back to Buffalo real quick. Our front four, man, they disappeared last week. They disappeared, Dion. They disappeared,
Look,
and
you just
no
said the key
pressure.
word though. You said the key word, front four. I'm sick of that. That's the problem with the defense.
Right.
Stop relying on the front four all the time. Dog, you can't do that week in and out for 16 games now, 7, whatever games it is. Week to week, we rely on our. We doing this shit for 4 years with Jack Del Rio. I'm sick of it. That's the problem.
He relied on that front four. We don't blitz. We don't blitz at all.
And then that's why our players, when they blitz, they miss because you ain't used to doing it. So you know, blitzing it takes practice because you don't want to flush the quarterback into a position. You want to make sure you get it. You don't want to run past them like LeVar Arrington used to do all the time. You want to make sure so that's why we've been missing blitzes when we did blitz. When he blitzed Curl, and Curl missed a couple of sacks. But the problem is you get excited. I mean, you go. I ain't trying to cover for him, but I'm just saying if you're not doing it, you ain't gonna do it good. Blitzing ain't just because you blitzed. I mean, you're gonna make the tackle. You gotta get used to doing this shit. So when you go flying in there, you gotta make sure you make the play. And our guys not used to that. Because we don't do it. We did some last game. He did blitz, but it was too much of the relying on the four. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of Jack. Jack got to get the fuck out of town. I'm sick of him. We got too much talent on that front line now to be attacking more. And then you need to play more man in the corner. He played too much damn zone. Too much.
But they blitz. They blitz with Davis or Barton, the other linebacker. And it's almost like they blitz. They run right. The quarterback right out the pocket and be up the field for a huge gain. I'm like, come on, if you're gonna blitz, at least cover up or to get in or every gap.
All the gaps.
So you can force the quarterback. There's nowhere for him to run. The quarterback step up in the pocket and just take off and gain 15, 16 yards. I'm like, what's the use to running a blitz if you guys not gonna run it and be perfected at it? But obviously they rely too much on their front four. Their front four kind of like disappeared last week. And they said, I watched the game, the Buffalo Bills ran a lot of play action pass against us. And that could have been slow the defensive line down with the play action pass because they was non-existent. But if that's the case, if Buffalo perfected that, how come our offense can't perfect that and run a little bit more play action pass to slow their defensive line?
You gotta run the ball, man. And I'm just so disappointed. This guy is a former running back, and he want to pass like he retarded, and knowing he got a young quarterback, it's so confusing to me, and I just can't. I'm kind of waiting. I'm going tomorrow. We gonna me and Mo. We gonna go to a brunch. We're gonna look at the game at the brunch, but I'm gonna probably be walking out there at halftime.
Nah, don't say that.
Bullshit. I'm like, man, let's get about it. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. I'm serious, man. I might be out there at halftime.
It might. The game, I don't know. They got Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
Got to stop the run.
Goddard, man, that's gonna be rough.
Only good thing, man, is they end up wearing. I looked at the game the other night when they played against Tampa Bay. Oh, who was that?
No, they played Tampa. They beat Tampa.
Yeah, they kind of wore Tampa out a little bit, and it wasn't I looked at the game. Tampa was kind of in the game, but Tampa, they like the quarterback play, man. You ain't got no quarterback.
Yeah, Baker.
And I'm proud of Detroit. I like man. It's about time because they've been around. Detroit, one of the oldest teams in the NFL. Well, one of the original teams in the NFL, and they haven't had no postseason since Dallas back in, I forget what year that was. But we need a quarterback, man, and I'm hoping we can develop this young kid But I just think we got the wrong offensive coordinator right now out of 3 games. I can't. I hate to say it. It's too early to say this, but I'm gonna say it because I just don't see this dude. He kind of arrogant, man. I think he kind of arrogant because that press conference upset me so bad. The fact that he didn't know how many times he got sacked, and the fact that he wouldn't say, look, we're gonna try to run a little bit more battle attack. He just kept kind of saying, well, we ain't run good, we ain't pass good, we ain't have a good day, and all this shit. Like, dude, so what are you gonna do? I'm gonna fix it. It's up to me to fix it. Okay, I want to see how he fixes Sunday. Because if he don't fix it Sunday, trust me, we love and die real quick in DC, and he gonna learn. Motherfucker, we don't give a fuck who you is, nigga. We don't care if you Chase Young from DC, nigga. We gonna get on you when we see you on the streets. That's how we go.
Right.
We we gonna love and hate you real quick.
Yeah.
So we can love you real quick, and next you know you be like, man, get that bam up out of here. That's how quick we change up, man. And he gonna learn real quick about you think DC about politics. That's the type of politics we play. And plus, it's been so long. We ain't been a winner. We ain't got time for an arrogant coach with his own plans or whatever. Because I you know a lot of one of the guys on I think on the radio talk was talking about is it because he you know he didn't get hired and all this other stuff, putting that bullshit in the game. But I just hope he ain't one of them coaches think, well, they didn't hire me. I gotta show I can do this job. Please don't turn to that because you're not being yourself. Just go out here and win some fucking games. Let's run the ball. Let's play smash mouth football. Let's do what the players can do best. Protect the quarterback. Protect the quarterback. Come on, stop doing this dumb stuff. We got it's just I don't understand, man. I'm gonna be mad all fucking year fucking with them. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough, man. It's
Be mad
rough.
all fucking year, man.
You know what? When I think about to the Eagle games last year. The Eagles defensive front four got after us last year, and they had a lot of sacks. They got Brandon Graham. You remember Brandon Graham? Big. I think he was the big number 55. Davis, Fletcher Cox,
Yeah.
Josh Sweat. Man, they got after us last year. And I'm a little worried about that too. So we might see another game where it's like 7, 8, 9 sacks because they showed all. I can remember them dancing and doing all type of shit those 2 games against us last year.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad if we don't have no run in this game. And I don't care. Look, at some point, I don't care if it look conservative. I don't give a fuck. The thing is, the key is the running is getting at least 4.5 yards a pop. Stop going. I need to find the statistics on how. I mean, on the because we have a lot of third and longs. We'll move the ball. Next, you know, we're in third and long. It's like, what the fuck is going on with this third and long?
Look at that first drive against the Buffalo last week. First drive against Buffalo, we moved the ball all the way downfield, getting field goal range. What happened? Howell take that big sack. He lose 9, 10 yards.
But that's game calling. Why we keep running when we get down there? Stop passing. Can you stop running a little bit? What the? I just don't. I need it. I'm gonna pull it up. Look, that shit just blow me. It's like because I just keep thinking like, why we keep passing? We pass. You get pass happy. Run the ball. Stop dropping this kid back, man. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, man. Especially if by any means not making no adjustments. We're gonna see what the hell he do this week, and this is gonna tell the whole story right here. This game this week against a defense that's good is gonna really show what type of coaches that we have, and Ron gonna have to. I hope Ron, because there's no way in the world you give people the authority, but at the same time you get the authority to take it back. You're like, look, dude, I need you to do this because when at the end of the day, all y'all gonna get fired. So you need to do what you want to do if you're trying to win. So I don't know.
And like you just said again, it's Ron Rivera's job depends on Sam Howell succeeding. His job has to depend on him succeeding.
Yeah, and by me not playing, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the game plan. That Buffalo game plan was suck. We was at home, and you don't want to run the ball. I'm just baffled just by him and the way he's coaching right now. I'm gonna give him another game, but this game gonna really tell us what we got. It's gonna really tell us what we got. And right now, I'm not feeling good about nothing going forward as long as Miami keep dropping this kid back like that. I don't think you can learn. You like you said, it's a game for him to learn. But do you learn by keep dropping back like this? This crazy. It's crazy. Nobody ain't dropping no damn rookie quarterback basically 30 times a game. That's ridiculous. Come on now. And if he thinking that's gonna work, he need to get fired like before the season end. That's his point blank. I got to see what he come with. If it's not balanced attack with a lot of Robinson, a lot of run game, pass here and there, stay 30, try to keep it 30 short, and take it out of his hands. If it ain't no adjustments, shorter stop, drop backs on his passes, direct reads, some slants, some screens. We gonna have a long fucking day. This dude is. I know everybody me. Yeah, this is why you don't got a job. So
yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they could pull
I'm
and see
waiting
if
to
they
see.
gonna if they gonna pull up a W or catch that
Cause
L.
it's yeah. Cause this is a short week. We come right back and play Thursday night.
Thursday night, play
And I
Chicago
want to
Thursday
go to the
night.
game, but fuck it, I ain't going to the game. Y'all playing like this. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I
they
ain't going
play.
nowhere. I'm tired. I'm not spending my money on these mugs no more. I'm tired of it, man.
Yeah, they play the Bears coming up. Then they play Atlanta after. So these 3 games are 3 NFC games, three
Yeah,
critical games, 3 games that they have to at least get 2-1 in these
yeah,
3 games. That's
right,
like that's mandatory. They have
right.
to get those 2-1 in the next 3 weeks. 2-1 in the
Mm-hmm.
next. They have to. But with the game right here, Sunday, who you like? Who you taking on this game up here?
Which game?
On the Commanders in Philly.
Whew, boy, I hate to say this. I gotta go with Philly, man. Right now, our team, if we win, it'd be a shocker. But I gotta go with Philly because right now, what I'm looking at with this offensive line, with Sam holding the ball, the offensive coordinator, I don't know if he want to be the same as stubborn. He want to do what he want to do. Yeah, I'm going with Philly, man. They're gonna be this. I'll bet the best score would what I think is gonna be if we be in the game is probably 24-14. They're gonna it's gonna probably be like a 21-14 going to that's the best case scenario. That's close as we gonna get. The worst case scenario is gonna be 31 to 10.
31. Woo.
Yeah,
You
we ain't got
almost similar. That's almost similar to what I picked.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
turn around, I picked the Eagles to win as well. I got the
yeah,
Eagles winning 31-17
yeah,
because it's for one, Sam Howell in the offensive line. I'm a little skeptical about that. And then I don't know if we could score points. You know,
mm-hmm.
I don't think we could score points. And one thing that's what you got to do. You have to be able to score points and move the ball up and down the field. His confidence was a little rattled against Buffalo. I think us playing a more of a divisional game, that's gonna be a tough
And
game.
away. I forgot
And
the
away
away
in Philly,
and
it's gonna be
Philly. Woo!
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for them, and it's gonna. I just don't know. I just don't think they're gonna have enough points to score. And our defense still isn't dominant yet. They still coming around, and they've been giving up
Starting
almost 30
slow
points.
every
Right.
year under Jack Del Rio. Every year.
Still
Every year. I have to
still
do these
coming
starts slow
around,
every year.
giving up 30 points a game, 37 to the Bills, 33 to the Broncos. Then Arizona, I forgot what they had, but they was there to score some points. So our defense isn't where they need to be. So I'm a
Yeah.
little worried. I think the Eagles going to win. They're going to take it 31-17. It's going to be a breaker for all of us. Hopefully Commanders will pull it out and win, but it's going to be tough, man.
Yeah,
That's going to
it's
be
not
real
looking good. It's
tough.
gonna be definitely tough, man. I'm so sick of Jack with this defense, man. It start off slow every year, make them take them so long. And to be honest, they've been dealing with the same players for a couple of years now. Jack should be a lot better than what it is, man. St. Juice been on the team for damn near 3 years. We got what's the name? We're having actually a best year of his career. Fuller having a good career. I mean, yeah, he doing good. Fuller. You add in the rookie. You still got Cam Curl. Curl been like, dude, you got the pieces. We've been filling in other guys in there, but it's like, why are we still starting off slow, blown plays, and all this shit? I'm sick of it. Jack has got to go. And at the end of the day, at the end of this year, it's gonna be some decisions, and I'm kind of really, to be honest, I'm glad we got new ownership, but shit, that's kind of scary for me because who are they gonna hire? You know what I mean?
Ain't even nobody out there. Nobody out there
Who the fuck
stunting
they
like
gonna
they
hire?
won
Somebody
it.
from Miami staff? Since Miami doing so well, I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of scared for us right now, to be honest, because everybody want change and we want to win games. But Harris don't know nothing about fucking football. I mean, Magic Johnson don't know nothing about. He been on winning staffs and winning positions and winning stuff. But this football is a little bit different. I mean, he wasn't successful with the Lakers as their president or whatever he was before. I think he stepped down, so or whatever. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be, man.
Yeah,
Everybody want to change, but it's gonna
yeah.
be. It's scary. It's
It's gonna be
very
scary.
scary.
It's gonna be scary, but hopefully we don't have to come down so we have to make a coaching change or do anything like that. But let's run down real quick of the NFL week 4 schedule. Tell me who you got your wins and losses. We got Detroit already beat Green Bay 34-20.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta and Jacksonville. Who you got?
Well, that game right there, tricky game. But I'm going with the defense, and then that Jacksonville just come off a loss, so they got they had an upset, really, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with Jacksonville in that game.
Yeah, I like Jacksonville too. Miami and Buffalo. That's a big AFC East
Oh,
divisional
that's a big
game.
game.
That's a big game at 1:00 in Buffalo. Who you taking?
To be honest, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with I'm gonna stick with Miami. Hey, he got our quarterback. I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna take on this
I'm
one.
gonna go with Miami. It's tough. Buffalo, to be honest, they beat us. Who
Can
else did they beat?
can Buffalo, can Miami turn it to be like this? This is the Dan Marino Miami. This is not the Miami of the 2000s. I don't know. We
I
have to
don't
wait. This
know.
the game you have to wait and see. But I'm gonna take
Yeah.
Buffalo on that one.
Okay.
The sorriest game of the week: Denver and Chicago. In Chicago, who you taking?
Oh my God. Shit.
Oh man,
I'm going with Denver, man. Denver. I think
yeah,
Denver gonna pull that out.
I like Denver too. I like
I'm
Denver.
going with Denver. I don't know about Chicago. Chicago got a lot going on, especially after the quarterback opened his mouth about he don't know, like he confused. So, yep.
I like Denver. Baltimore at Cleveland. Baltimore at the NFC North divisional games in Cleveland. Baltimore without Odell Beckham. Baltimore is without Humphreys.
Is their quarterback hurt?
Nah, Lamar Jackson playing. He
Oh,
playing. He
okay.
healthy. He playing.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore. It's a tough game. The Watson had a good game finally, but I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I like their
Yeah,
coach.
I don't know this one either. I think I'm gonna go with Cleveland on this one.
Okay.
Baltimore, yeah, Baltimore is back to they don't know how to score any points either.
Yeah, you're
So they
right.
go they they struggling. You
They've
got
been struggling for decades. It seemed like we're scoring, to be honest,
yeah, you
when they
got
needed it.
Pittsburgh at Houston. Pittsburgh at Houston.
I'm going with Houston. Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is a mess right now.
You like Houston over Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh, the one that upset. Listen, I'm going on that. I'm going with the upset. I think they're going. They getting together down there. I'm going with
What?
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Houston. Yep.
I'm going with the Steelers. I think the Steelers gonna beat them. They won Houston won last week. That was probably some luck shit. But I'm taking them. Minnesota at Carolina.
I'm going Carolina, Minnesota. I have no faith in Kirk Young. I mean Kirk Cousins.
You go with Minnesota. I mean, you
Yeah,
go
man.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Man, both of them are 0-3. Both of them are terrible. But
Both of them terrible. I'm going with
Minnesota
Carolina.
should have enough power to beat Carolina and their rookie quarterback. They should.
We're
You
gonna
got
see.
the
If they lose
Rams.
it, go ahead.
I said the Rams at Indianapolis.
I'm going with Indianapolis because Indianapolis, they got together. They got their backup quarterback in, and they've been winning games. I'm going with Indianapolis.
They got Minshew has been. I think Indianapolis gonna win too. Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
That's a good game. I think I'm. Let me see. Tampa Bay. I'm going with New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm going with New Orleans as well. Baker Mayfield just don't do it for me. Cincinnati at Tennessee. I'm going with the Bengals. And Tennessee ain't doing nothing this year.
Cincinnati struggled to win last week. I think I'm going with Cincinnati. I'm gonna go. They gotta get this stuff because I don't know what's going on in Cincinnati, but it's a mess there too. It's like I wish they can give us their quarterback because goddamn, every time they get one, he get hurt or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ, y'all can't protect the kid. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. The Raiders at Los Angeles Chargers. The Raiders and Chargers. Herbert, he
I'm
ain't
going
got
with
it
the
right.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going
going
with
with the
Chargers
Chargers.
too. New England at Dallas. Zeke
I'm
Elliott
going with
first
New
game.
England. I'm going with
You
New
think?
England. Better
Oh
coach.
no.
Better coach. They gonna. I'm going with New England. Dallas gonna lose 2 in a row, and they're gonna be on the front page, and we're gonna be joking again.
You know this Zeke return home. Zeke, because this is first time returning back to Dallas.
That's good.
I like Dallas beating New England.
I got the Patriots beating that game. They got good defense too. Acquired good defense. That's what I like.
What's Arizona against the 49ers?
Oh, 49ers all the way. Yeah.
Even though Arizona been playing the way they've been playing this year,
Yeah, it will be an upset, but I'm going with the team that I think. Nah, they're not gonna beat 49ers. Nah, it's no way.
Yeah,
Their defensive line gonna dominate just like ours.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the 49ers as well. The last 2 games, Kansas City at the Jets.
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City with Zach Wilson, man. That's like they like gonna be in that
Worse than
funeral
what we doing,
procession.
man. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Seattle at the Giants, the G-Man. Who you taking?
Seattle and the Giants. I'm going with Seattle. The Giants is horrible. But they gonna. I know one thing. They come ready to play when they play us. This shit.
Yeah,
we
they
cannot
give us
handle running quarterback. No matter how sorry he is, we can't handle it. This shit ridiculous.
Yeah, I like the Seattle, and we're gonna have the Giants coming up in the next couple of weeks. But before we end this, if the Commanders have anything to hold on to, what do you think are their keys to winning this week against the Eagles?
Hey, we need 3 keys. We can do 3 keys this week. We need them to run the ball. We need them to have a balanced attack, and we're gonna have to get the ball out of his hands when we do pass. If we don't do that, we're gonna lose. We got to put up some points. If we don't put up no points, we got to score.
You got to score some points. Howe has to get the ball out there. Sometimes even if you risk turning the ball over, you have to build up some confidence to show the defense that you want to get the ball down the field. You can't hold on to the ball. You can't take sacks. You got to get the ball down the field, man. You got to take chances. That's a part of life. You don't take no chances, you're going to fail. So, they have to do that. It's a tough game up in Philly. I still think Philly remember us beating them and knocking them off the winning track last year. It's going to be rough, man. But if they want to win, they're going to have to come out, run the ball, play good defense, and make critical throws when necessary.
Yeah.
So, Mad Morman, DC Mark, this is our week 4 matchup, Commanders versus Philly. I need everybody like and subscribe. We're gonna talk to you after the game. We're gonna see you guys after the game. We're gonna see what's going on. It might be we might have tears after the game. We might be in celebration after the game.
I'm gonna be in my car going down to goddamn Redskin Park to smack the shit out of everybody. I'm about to get me a charge fucking with that.
You said you might have to lead. You might have to lead a bar at halftime.
Hey, dog, I might leave at halftime, man. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna look at the first game, first quarter, second to the second half, and hopefully I can make it because.
Yeah, don't bust the blood.
I hope this don't be hard to look at, man. I swear.
Man, I'm just worried. I'm worried. I could just feel how this game is gonna go. But who knows? Our defense might show up this week, might keep us in the game.
Yeah.
and they might make it a ball because it was still a ball game against Buffalo. It was still a ball game, fourth quarter, ain't nothing. They let the game get out of hand in the fourth
Right.
quarter.
Yeah.
They let it get
And
out
it
of
was
hand.
coaching.
It was coaching.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We just kept dropping back. I
Yeah.
was like, can we stop that, please?
Yeah.
I would just rather run the ball 1, 2, 3 out.
1, 2, 3 out. Get the
Then
ball in Robson
one, two,
hands,
one,
Gibson hands.
first, second down pass, second down pass, whatever. Just it just that was ugly. That shit was stupid. It was dumb. And he got to learn at halftime. Stop. If your quarterback not in sync, don't try to make him in sync. And then he threw that pick that before halftime, mate. I was like, this is getting on my nerves. So it's coaching too, man. It's
coaching gonna play a big game this week. So we'll see you guys right after the game. We'll see you guys right after the game. We're gonna let you guys know about what happened. We're gonna talk about it, man. Hopefully we do our thing. So we'll tune in on the next episode. Holla at you.
All right, dog. I'm out.
All right.